Guys, it's Way here and welcome back to yet another episode of the Team of the Year Market Update series. Team of the Year is finally here, and I actually didn't do a episode last night, although I did do a live stream in which I talked a lot about the market, and I will be summarising partially what I said in that stream in today's video. And I'm also just going to be looking at player prices, looking at the market, and letting you guys know my personal thoughts on what's happening, really. Is the market going to drop down more? When's the best time to buy? All that good stuff there, because the market, if you guys have been looking at it recently, has taken a massive hit, and players across the board have dropped down so much, especially icons. They've dropped down by like 30% or so, and they've dropped down to like some unheard of prices, really. They're the cheapest they've been all year, so we're going to be looking at that throughout the video. Leave a like if you did enjoy, subscribe if you're new around here, all that good stuff. We're going to start off with the meta gold cards. Ronaldo's literally just not changed in price at all. I said these cards wouldn't really drop that much in Team of the Year because they're going to be in packs with a special version, so the gold card wouldn't be available for the majority of the Team of the Year. And yeah, Ronaldo hasn't really changed. He's about 1.9 to 2 million. Messi's not changed either. He's just over 800k. Neymar's a little bit lower than he was just before Team of the Year. He's just over 500. He's like 510, 515. But he could potentially get into Team of the Year. There is a 12th player that can be voted in. If that is Neymar, we'll see this card get panic sold a lot and he'll drop down to probably below 500k. But as of right now, not too much change there. Ramos, the same can be said for him. Not much change. All of these gold cards that are really high rated and that are going to get into Team of the Year really haven't changed that much in price, and I said that would happen. They were at a pretty similar price to what they're currently at on Sunday and Monday with weekend league set off, and I did say that in my previous videos. I said if you're looking to get these types of cards, they would be really cheap just following the weekend league. These types of cards here though have taken a bigger hit in price, the lower rated cards, because these are pretty common. Like Fabinho, loads of people pack him, and last night we had lightning rounds. Today we'll have lightning rounds. We've got the midfielders available now, so 100ks, 125ks, 50ks, 45ks, all the big packs. Loads of them are getting open, so these cards just get packed so much. So Fabinho's dropped by about 5k or so. Van Dijk's actually dropped down a good amount. He's one of the few cards, and possibly even the only Team of the Year card, or card that is in Team of the Year. Obviously this isn't a Team of the Year, it's the gold card. One of the few that's dropped down a good amount of price. He's gone from about 160 to about 140k, so a big dip in price for him. And that's just because he's one of these lower rated cards, so he does get packed a fair amount. Same can be said for Walker. He's dropped down to like about 40k or so, just over 40k, and that's just because he's a lower rated card. And it's the same with all of those meta but low rated cards. Davinson Sanchez, Valencia, for example, Son, Martial, they just get packed so much in lightning rounds, so their price inevitably will drop, and will probably go even lower because we've still got loads more packs to go. So if you're looking to get these types of cards here, the lower rated, really popular ones, it's worth waiting out because I think they can drop lower. If you're looking to get these types of cards there, the really high rated meta gold cards, they're not really going to change too much in price, but they will rise after Team of the Year, so it's better to get on them sooner rather than later. Neymar, if you just a specific one there, Neymar, also Pogba, because he could also potentially get into the 12th man of Team of the Year. It's between him and Neymar, I believe. There are a few other options. Salah might get in there, but I think a lot of people are just voting for FIFA, and Neymar and Pogba are the two best players there on Ultimate Team. Whichever one gets into Team of the Year will drop in price. The gold card will drop down when they get announced. So if you're looking to get Pogba or Neymar or someone, you can wait until that happens and then try and pick them up then. Now, icons where we've seen the massive dips in price. Johan Cruyff, just one of the examples of a high-end icon. He was going for about 4 million coins shortly before Team of the Year. He's now going for 3.5, around that, so he took a really big hit. He dropped by about 400 or 500k. Eusebio, I'm not sure which version, whether it was the Prime or one of the other ones, dropped by around 700 to a million coins last night. 700k to a million coins, a drop in price over just like 6 or 7 hours. He took a massive hit, and it's the same with a lot of these high-end icons. Ruud Hullit's dropped a fair amount now. He's under 5 mil, and there weren't really any under 5 mil at all. There's a lot under that price now. There weren't that many at all. Before Team of the Year, Vieira, he took a really big hit as well. He was all of them were going for over 3 million pretty much. Now there's quite a few for several 100k under. And I said before Team of the Year that these really high-end icons would drop down in price because there's now going to be better versions available, like 99 rated Messi or Ronaldo, for example, instead of Hullet. And a lot of people were saying that wouldn't really happen because these cards are better than the icon, not better than the icons, better than the Team of the Year cards. So, for example, I said that Kante would become available, which is currently available in packs, and Vieira would drop down. People said that wouldn't happen because these are better, but I mean, the proof's in the pudding. Vieira's dropped down in value. So you're going to see this with a lot of the really high-end icons, and it will take a while for them to recover, but they still will. If you're looking to get some of these icon cards, or even just some of the lower-end ones, they're at a very, very good price right now. Yes, they could drop a little bit lower, maybe by like a couple of tens of thousands of coins, like 20, 30k. They may rise up a little bit by a similar kind of amount, but now is just a good time to get them. They're super, super cheap. They're really undervalued, and they will rise to a lot more than what they're currently selling for in the next couple of weeks. So it's better to just, rather than be really patient and wait for just an extra couple of thousand coins of a drop in price, it's better to just bite the bullet, get the card, and get them in your club. I did that with Stoichkov last night. I got his left wing version for 880k. He typically goes for well over $1 million, and yeah, he may drop down a little bit lower. I think he's dropped, I've seen a few cards for like 10 or 20k under that today, but you're getting them at a really good price and they will recover, so it's best to just not kind of miss the boat with a card like that. If you're looking to get a certain player, the majority are at really good prices now. But looking quickly at Stoichkov here, this is just another example of icons that are really low. He was well over 700k, he was near 800k just before Team of the Year, and now he's under 700k. And icons in general, like the lowest end ones, are now like 540k or so. Look at this. Gattuso, there's one for 575, there was one for 550 like a few minutes ago when I checked. There's loads of cheap ones there. So icons have dropped by about 20 or 30% on average, I'd say. Like the baby icons especially are really, really low. So if there are certain icons you're looking to get, I'll just show you the one I got. I ended up picking myself up a Stoichkov right here, as you can see. Got this one for 880 last night, which was quite a good price. Nedved's also down a similar kind of price there. I've seen Van Nistelrooy, his 91 rated mid card for like 700k or so. Like, these cards are so cheap right now. So if you're looking to get any icons, they're very, very undervalued right now. Now moving up to look at the Team of the Week cards, these haven't changed too much. I think the lowest point for the majority of these was Sunday and Monday with weekend league sell-off, and I did say that in my video, or in my videos rather. I've done a lot of videos now on Team of the Year and on the market, but a lot of them have still dropped down a good amount, and will probably drop lower during Team of the Year. But it's like I've said with those icons, and just with any players, if you see them at a good price, it's better to just get the card now, rather than potentially missing the boat and the card rising up in price and you then having to pay more for it. Yes, it may drop down lower, it may drop a little bit more, but it's best to just get in there and get an investment. I'd say you don't want to end up regretting getting a card, which I've done in the past. Like, I've missed out on cards just because I wanted them to drop by a tiny bit more. I've been greedy, and then they've ended up rising in price, and I've missed the boat on them. So Szczesny, he's like 5k down from what he was just before Team of the Year. Sandro's around a similar price. I've looked at all these cards just before recording the video, so I kind of know what their prices are like. Hernandez, he hasn't really changed too much. Bai, I got for 100k last night. He was about 110 before Team of the Year, so he's dropped a good amount. He's like 105 to 110 now. Lala is around 170 or so. He rose by about 20k since when I told you guys to invest in him, because he'd link into Mbappe. But I don't think we're going to see these cards rise up a huge amount right now. I think it's going to be when all the Team of the Year cards are available in packs that we'll see the cards that link into them rise more in price. Because right now, I don't think many people are buying Team of the Year cards because they're very, very expensive. Because not many people open packs when there's only a couple of Team of the Year cards available. I think the majority of the FIFA community are waiting until all the Team of the Year cards become available, which I think will be Thursday, possibly Friday. And that also coincides with when we'll have FUT Champions and Division Rival rewards, and that's when a lot more people are going to be opening packs. I think the only people really buying packs right now are people who have a lot of FIFA points loaded up, and they're going to be big content creators and also a few pro players. The majority of the FIFA community, if they are going to spend FIFA points, are going to just be patient and spend the few they have really on Thursday and Friday. It's really not worth it spending a lot of money when you've got 3 Team of the Year cards in packs. Like, if you're not going to be opening many packs, which not many people are, like, the average FIFA consumer is not going to spend like over 12,000 FIFA points, I'd say, at all. The majority won't spend any at all, myself included. So if you're going to not open many packs, you want to open them when a lot more cards are available. 12's better than 3, better odds. So pretty much everyone's going to wait until they're all available. And when that happens, we'll see a much bigger dip in price on those Team of the Year cards. That's when people will buy them, and that's when cards that link into them will obviously go up in price too. Mbappe, he's just one of the many cards who are in Team of the Year that have a special card, and when it was announced, they dropped down a lot in price. We saw him go down to like 600k, and then they're recovering. I said that would happen. I said they would drop down initially, but they would recover because they're still really good cards. That's happened with Mbappe. He's around 650 now. Hulk's dropped down a lot. He's like 140 or so. He was 170 before Team of the Year. Kante, just like Mbappe, took a little bit of a hit initially, dropped down to under 600, not under 600, under 700k rather, and now he's just hovering over about 710 as the lowest by now. Eden Hazard was lower on the weekend. He was 540 I think at the lowest, 530, 540. And now he's going for about 560k. So he rose a little bit, but still he is very, very cheap for what he is. Ben Yedder is hovering just over 100k now. He was around 100k. That was like what he was going for as a typical price on Monday. But now he's going for like, I think about 106, 107k as the lowest by now. So not too much change there. There's not been much fluctuation with the majority of these cards. Certain informs have dropped down more, some have risen, but on the whole they haven't changed too much. Aubameyang's still really cheap, he's about 440. Like, all these cards are really cheap right now. They are really cheap, but there hasn't been that much fluctuation with them. The cards that have crashed the most have been these types of icons here, and also the lower end cards that get packed loads that are still really popular that I was talking about. So like Martial, Gabriel Jesus, those types of players there. These cards haven't really fluctuated too much. The really high end cards, just because they're not getting packed that much, and the majority are in Team of the Year. And these guys have dropped down a good amount. So that's pretty much everything in summary. I think the main thing to take from this video is that if you're looking to get an investment, if there's a certain player you want, maybe as a card that you want to make profit on, or maybe just as a player you want to use in your club, like if there's a certain player, let's say you want to get Paul Pogba, and you want to buy him in your team, you've got just enough coins for him, pull the trigger and get a card like that now, because yes, they can drop down a little bit more, but you're getting a card at a guaranteed good price, and I guarantee the card will then rise up afterwards because they're at such a good price right now. Like all of those kind of cards that you'd want to probably get for your team. So icons, really good gold cards, informs are really cheap right now. So it's a good time to buy them. So there's no need to be greedy and wait for a card to drop by like an extra 2 or 3k. Just get them. You don't want to miss the boat on a card, whether it be an investment or just a player you want in your club. So pick them up, and you're getting yourself some good deals. The market is very, very low right now. I think Team of the Year cards, a lot more of them will get packed Thursday, Friday kind of time. Players that link into them will rise at that kind of time there. I think we're going to see those low-end cards like Jesus or Fabinho, all those types of players drop down more then, because that's when a lot more people are going to be opening packs. But also, we're going to see more people getting coins then as well. So after an initial kind of hour or two of cards being low, I think that's when we'll then see cards starting to rise up in price, and that will continue to happen for the next few weeks, because that's when a lot of people who do spend FIFA points are going to be opening their packs. They'll obviously be getting more coins back from that. People who get lucky in packs will have more coins. Foot champions, division rivals will also give people more coins, and that will lead to cards then rising up. So that's what I'm saying. Get any investments you want. Make sure that you don't miss the boat on them, because they will start to rise up towards the end of the week. But if you guys did enjoy the video, don't forget to leave a like on it. Leave me any questions down below. Subscribe if you're new around here, and I'll catch you later. Take care.